Investors appeal to Chief Minister N. Biren to make Smart Society, a subsidiary of Salai Group of Companies, operational once again. People fondly remembers baby Lungnila Elizabeth on her 17th death anniversary. Manipur reports 262 new COVID-19 cases and 3 deaths in last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 187. Recovery rate stands above 80%. India's COVID-19 tally crosses 83 lakhs with over 46,000 new cases reported in last 24 hours. Recovery rate stands above 92%. Police arrest Republic TV editor-in-chief Arnab Goswami for allegedly abetting suicide of a 53-year-old interior designer and his mother in 2018. And 2020 US election counting underway, Joe Biden currently ahead of Donald Trump. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm JOYSHREE. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your mask properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the top stories and latest news at this hour. Investors of Smart Society, a subsidiary of Salai Group of Companies, are worried by NIA as NIA seems to have taken a U-turn on the company. Investors have appealed to Chief Minister N. Biren to make the financial company operational once again. It may be mentioned that the Court of National Investigation Agency (NIA) on November 2 granted approval to lift restrictions imposed on Salai Holdings Private Limited and Smart Society main and sub offices and to release all frozen bank accounts of the company. The same was informed to the public by Managing Director of the company, Ilangbam Brojendro, on the same evening during a press meet. The company has remained shut down since October last year when the company's former chairman, Narengbam Samarjit, declared Manipur's government in exile in London, leaving investors of the company with worry and apprehension that their investments will be lost. Speaking to media at Teras Hapam Lairak Machin today, an investor, Gulel Konzam, said they were very happy about the lifting of restrictions imposed on the company on November 2, but were disappointed to see on newspapers today that the NIA has again raised objection to the High Court of Manipur.
Kano tokdana asuku ina khanga la asi marasida pandemic akoi COVID-19 na maram oiraga akoi dasu awa sapu ma pira lak ngai manung sida akoi samai tokdana ngarang na hanse salai maikei degi akoi kano petition nama thangatna kotna si aya ba hangdu ekole na la matung ngasi nonga la padisida khabar sida samaina NIA na High Court ta kano ma appeal ma samaina thangale na khabar sida thengna badagi ngasi akoi samaina punjamani adai busu hingan biu aduga akoi paisa sibusu phangan biu chalaya laga iramdam Manipur je saukhan na ba khallaga akoi investor mayam na thamjagi bani adu si akoi investor mayam na khalli bo wakhal hai phawri bo wakhalon se pabungna hai tare akoi Chief Minister Pabung Biren na thabak to onthok piu.
People today remembered baby Lungnila Elizabeth on her 17th death anniversary. It may be recalled that 8-year-old baby Lungnila Elizabeth, daughter of former Minister Francis Ngazokpa, who was studying in class 4 at Little Flower School, was kidnapped for a ransom by unknown miscreants in 2003 and her body was recovered 8 days later. Sangai Bazaar and Toy Toy Adventure Park Management Committee organized a memorial event at Sangai Bazaar, Takilambam Khonjil today. KH Inauba and his family from Kiamgai Haibong Makhong sponsored the memorial event. Speaking on the sidelines, K.H. Inauba recollected the deep pain afflicted to the people of Manipur when Lungnila Elizabeth was murdered. He lamented that the memorial observance was subdued this year owing to the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic. He prayed for her soul to rest in peace. Attendees paid floral tributes to the portrait of a late Lungnila Elizabeth at the event.
Laikidevi Elizabeth misi ase Pithibigi lamai di mula sanu haiduna sai khuding palon tawdun lakpani adu handak chehigi di hoje hoje Pithibi pumbada corona virus hariba raisasina maram oiraga Pithibi mi pum khudima adukki matik awaba chaitheng nangduna laibuna maram oiraga khoi yam chauna chinbagi khudung sabadu leijadre maram di hoje hoje Manipur government amusung India government gi amusung World Health Organization piba guidesing adu ngakna chali hairaga hariba park asida amusung Sangai bazada punna wak tawminiriba akhoi punamangna Laikidevi gi mafamda lai kapana ngasi asumnaba trate suba Elizabeth ke mapok kumon thormasi pangthuk sari harga handak chegi di matang asida luisanjare.
All Manipur Excise Employees Welfare Association has condemned the state government's attempt to open a taxation department office at Excise Headquarter Complex in Lamphel. Association members carried out a protest demonstration against the same at the complex today. Protesting General Secretary of the association, L. Apabi, said that excise and taxation departments are two separate entities. One works in uniform and the other in civil. He appeals to withdraw the decision to open a taxation office in the excise department complex and instead improve the infrastructure of the excise department. L. Apabi expressed disappointment that there is no proper training center nor separate quarters for men and women staff till date despite repeated pleas. The excise department has been operational since 1948 and there are excise stations in 39 different places of the state with a total strength of 704 staff.
Papam chida koi zone 1 2 3 4 5 ana maside inspector mum leiduna magi inspector makha da matik sabi staff leiduna akoi station lamada tawriba function lamada chap chana station mai function tawribne ma staff lerga kaigo moni se sajing hita di thuara sajing hita di akoi gi matik jaba accommodation leitabina akoi gi zone 5 se tukhi ta bane plus adu mathakta mangoi na hoji temporary mogi office ma sida koi gi training gi tawri mafam sida haidi space sida sani haidar ga di akoi training tawum leite koi tokpa aduna excise di akoi excise khaktang oina chumana akoi leijage aduga excise ge taxation ju yam khene ba function khene maram di modi civil service ni akoi di uniform service ni 20 or koi service tawri bani.
NPP candidate for the upcoming by-election of Wangoi Assembly constituency, Khuraijam Loken, has been accused of dedicating a community hall constructed under the government's funding in his mother's name. MDS Managing Director M. Ashni Kumar has come up with strong allegations against K.H. Loken during a bipolar-related political meeting held yesterday in the constituency. Ashni Kumar said a work order to construct a community hall worth 13,81,215 rupees at Yumnam Huidrom Ward number 6 was sanctioned by the government to beneficiary committee on May 26 last year. He slammed the NPP candidate for trying to gain political mileage by dedicating the community hall in his late mother's name.
Mama awal kai da leiba ward number 6 da community hall ama ngana udam presang ko sagani ha kan pesa lo koe adu kari tore billo khoga sida photo le photo yang phasana thele yang phasana sai adu ga pesa lo khoppa lor matung da kari tore koi ha ke to mo layo karwa mama di maming do community hall do da chasal le mama do sagra da kapung do male no aite ai sama Manipur Development Society chairman na boina BJP leader na boina Sri Loken le warning tawi ba ai bhogi manung da asumba adugi maming thela sai bro do significant sa gi maming da kat pana ha sai bro do habuli to hol do theli do lokho natragati bodo legal consequence mayo lagani sini ajaris.
Minister Thongam Biswajit has been accused of threatening people over the phone. Vice President of Thongju Kendra Tengbanglup, Sadokpam Somojit, and active member Ningthaujam Yaima have alleged the minister of verbally threatening them. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, Sadokpam Somojit said they spoke with the minister over the phone yesterday through Irilbung police station OC. He said the minister has accused them of defaming him.
Irilbung police Yorganda, Osikada, Okwenise Coxale, Waisanaganda, Osina, Ogi Tungkandagi, Koneban, Josita, Pondoganda, Pagana, Chumajilla Hang. Nayam Power in a day to come at our Pamaka to the Ura, Kabadishin Dokadami, Nankadawino, my now quite a Tidanto, Tindo Najete, Tungkane Pazamo, Tamogi, Mam, the Kojatalaga, Wais have a delay there. To college, my Ampuma family now by the Nabagi and a Copatito Badia. Yanaba Konaba, Amtalaja. Dugaan from Jaga, Yaki, Hingalambi, Tojaba, Misamani, the Tundaka Gumba, Patan, the Patoagade, or never Tongampisojina, Data, who be on a hazard.
To email to Nawang Pambra, Nampam Karino Hangera, Nangjil Sangira, Namazoko the Jilton, no live on the Gito, on the Taptore. And so I do for Dumaka to the place how you done the Jew, Nang Book, Malaysia, these are high bottom the man, Nang Nang Ain, Nang Shanay, Nang Camp with Nangangoratore. Sometimes me, Mother, my Chidento was ever in Pente, with Patan to the Masiki Tita, which to say to Amazon, who wouldn't have any.
On the other hand, speaking to Impact News, Minister Thongam Biswajit has expressed disappointment and refuted the allegations as baseless. According to him, Sadokpam Somorjit and Ningthaujam Yaima are trying to defame him to gain political mileage. He said that his supporters filed a complaint against them at Irilbung police station, upon which he spoke with them on the phone with Irilbung police OC's permission and advised them not to mislead but never threatened them. He said they also agreed not to mislead the public about him. Transporters and TDC President H. Ranjit today said that Chief Minister N. Biren has assured to complete repairing the collapsed Irang Bridge on National Highway 37 Imphal Zirbam Road within 10 days. Repairing of the bridge has already begun. Speaking to media at his residence in Kakwa, Sorokai, Bamlekai today, H. Ranjit said that the bridge collapsed along with the truck and the truck driver's body was found in Kaupum area today. A team of drivers union took up the body today and handed over to his family after necessary post-mortem. Arrangements are being made for his last rites and rituals. TDC has also assured to extend financial aid of rupees 1 lakh to his surviving family. He said that equipments required to repair the bridge will be brought from Technopol. TDC President Ranjit also said that they have submitted a complaint to Nonne District Police OC to lodge an FIR against NHIDCL officials concerned.
NHIDCL की official हाइबती इरंग थोंचे पूरीबा पाइरिबा आइडी एरिया दो पाइरिबा दुदी मथकता एकोइना नसी FIR मा तौबियु हाइदना एकोइ ओसी नोनेदा दगास थारे अदुगा SP कॉपी पीरे अदुना हाइबा मकोइगी दायित्वनी मकोइना हाइबा सिगी दायबा सिगिबगी दायित्व पुनम मकोइना ओइगदबनी अमदी गाड़ीगी तेगी काइबा सिजु मकोइना ओइगदबनी मरमदी कइनो हाइकांदा कोर्ट की ऑर्डर लेना कोर्ट की ऑर्डर अमना थोंग सेमु लंबी सेमु हाइबसी याम चावना अखोइगी नोटिस की जजमेंट तारगा लेबनी लाइक ओइना फोन लेबनिको हाइबा मेटर सिदा
United Committee of Manipur UCM has opined that it would be better to hand over the repair of the collapsed Irang Bridge on National Highway number 37 Imphal Zirbam Road to the PWD and to terminate contracts with NHIDCL. Technopol District Administration has started eviction drive at More Integrated Checkpost Bypass Road. DC Technopol M. Rajkumar, SP Vikramjit, SDO More Dinesh Kumar and ADC More M. Manikanta were present when the authority concerned carried out eviction along the route yesterday. Residents of M. Chanau village and LS Langnom village have been protesting for the past couple of days against the eviction, claiming discrepancies in the amount of compensation provided to the affected families. Around 18 structures were dismantled in M. Chanau village and LS Langnom village. Speaking to media, Chief of T. Tonglang village, Onkosai Baite, said there are lots of discrepancies in the compensation amount. He claimed that T Tonglang village with 26 households is the most affected village, but they have received only 1 crore rupees as compensation, while the less affected villages received more than 5 crore rupees. He said they have put up a complaint to DC Technopol, but they have got no positive response till date. Onkosai Baite said they will continue opposing the eviction drive in T Tonghang village and are even ready to give up their lives.
Migi public gi wa lo de ma khak da prithvi stra hing bagum na ma na khel le asi khoi pam de ngasi mana egi khunda zum sing si machine chalai ra se thuk la di e na highest authority ra case to gini em raj gopal sing si e ma bu jing sing ban de jing sin ba jing thi ban de ma gi thobak lam tit si phate mana migi right destroy to e ha sing ni e na pam tawasi aduga egi committee akhoi si chumna thak do ba matam da esu jamna sauraga e resign to bani resign to raga e khunda e si ngak laga legi to bani mana machine krekra sin resu e si resu sigini e le bini e le bini sigini.
Zomi Chiefs Association has returned to the Union Home Minister requesting for urgent deployment of more paramilitary forces at National Highway 306 Assam-Mizoram border to maintain law and order. The association has also requested the Home Minister to intervene in bringing an amicable solution over the existing border dispute. Central Agricultural University CAU Imphal conducted an online meeting on the topic Manipur Vision 2020-25 from its campus in Lamphilpat today. Students of 7 colleges under CAU Imphal, namely College of Postgraduate Studies in Agricultural Sciences UMIAM, College of Agriculture Imphal, College of Fisheries Tripura, College of Horticulture and Forestry Pashigat, College of Agricultural Engineering and PhD Ranipul, College of Veterinary Sciences and Animal Husbandry Aizol, College of Community Science Tura gave presentations on the topic at the online meet. Speaking on the sidelines, CAU Vice Chancellor Dr. Anupam Mishra lauded students of colleges under the university for their innovative ideas. He assured that CAU Imphal will give out all-out efforts to facilitate farmers in northeast states by coming up with new technology and knowledge to boost their income and also promote entrepreneurship. Director of Instruction Dr. S. Basanta, Director of Extension Dr. R.K. Saha, Registrar Dr. K. Mamocha, Deans of 7 colleges under the university, staff and officials of the university took part in the meeting. District Agriculture Office at Tuibong in Churachandpur District conducted Farmers Mela 2020 on the theme Soil Health Card and its role in soil management at Lingsify village today. More than 50 farmers attended the event. Farmers also displayed variety of agricultural produce. DSO Churachandpur Elizabeth inaugurated the fair, which was held by abiding COVID-19 SOPs. Resource persons enlightened the farmers about soil health card and its role in soil management. Seeds and soil health cards were distributed to the farmers on the occasion. Langthabal MLA Karam Sham today handed over the monetary aid donated by people of Langthabal Assembly Constituency for ailing stringer of DDK Imphal Koijam Dhirajit to his family. Speaking on the occasion, the MLA said many people of polling station 40 of Langthabal Assembly Constituency and LJP Langthabal committee members have raised 3,79,050 rupees in a span of 9 days to help ailing Dhirajit, who has contributed a great deal in the field of journalism in the state. MLA Karam Sham earlier donated monetary aid to Dhirajit on October 25.
Koigi Lajariba Kendra Sigi Mioising Humanity Wakalonda, Agi now Dhirajit ki kidney transplant oversida Mama Mating Pangaga, Koine Shorima from the Tony Jaraga, Dimana Lepaki, Miami dong the Sheba Tozeriba, Adagi Paumigi Madugi Maruiba, Mayamsi Kambidana, Taurashima Humanity Service ni Masi Civilization gi, at the Choba
khudol ne haina aina lawi kanau munupa mun heta paisa lupa lak ani hum puthoga pibi hai adugi paisa gi value dagi di ngasi leiriba the members nupi nupa punna mayam sina lupa yang kai chama khaigalaga piraiba simangna adi dirajit ki punsi the mai pa na kan baga loina na ishorna thogjan bidana tam sangna myang ni seva tor oiba ngamngani haibagi thajaba shori mafam da suni jari.
Highway Truck Owners Welfare Organization Hitowo has expressed immense gratitude to the state government for repairing the old Kashar Road, locally known as Tongjel Maril. The organization also appeals to renovate the drainage system along the roadside. Manipur reported 262 new cases of COVID-19 and 3 deaths in the last 24 hours. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 19,503, out of which 3,698 are active cases. Out of the newly infected persons, 261 are from the general population and 1 is a personnel of Central Armed Police Force. In the last 24 hours, 3 coronavirus infected persons, a 77-year-old male and a 56-year-old male, both from Imphal East District, and a 67-year-old male from Imphal West District, passed away at Jennings Hospital. With this, death toll has reached 187. On the positive note, 158 people were discharged in the past 24 hours and recovered cases have reached 15,618. State's recovery rate stands at 80.07%. Newly infected persons are 124 from Imphal West District, 47 from Imphal East District, 25 from Bishnupur, 18 from Taubal, 15 from Tamenglong, 9 from Churachandpur, 6 each from Kangpokpi and Kakching districts, 5 from Ukhrul, 2 each from Technopol and Chandel districts, and 1 each from Senapati and Zirbam districts. All the infected persons from the general population are locals without any significant travel history. They are being shifted to COVID care facilities and necessary measures are underway. A local club has complained over alleged discrepancy in the daily updates of COVID-19 active cases in the state. A person from Thongju, Waikong, Kongnang area under the jurisdiction of Rising Star Club in Thongju Assembly Constituency reportedly tested COVID-19 positive at Dreams Hospital when admitted due to a BP stroke. But the patient's name was not included in the daily Manipur COVID updates released by the relevant department yesterday. Publicity Secretary of the club, Takelambam Roshnikanta, condemns such mistakes, putting people at risk. He appeals to the relevant authorities to look into the matter.
Kai asida yamna chamamnaba ekhoida club te yamna nungaitaba adugumba thogdoma khakni haijeningi covid positive oye na reason pirakpana maram ora kalda ibung manungi miyoi singbok koi mapan thogandana hoji containment zone loina lauthoga thamgre positive oire na tasengna reason pira kalda nungdang phungpa positive list de yaurutta ba haibasi karamba keno no haibasi government ki maikai degi loina health minister ki maikai degi masima koi gi sengtokpagi apambadu rising sun club ki media gi thongda mari leng na bo authority gi puning chingsinjari.
Meanwhile, Chief Minister Nongthongpam Biren today chaired a review meeting on COVID-19 treatment, casualties and other related matters at the Chief Minister's Secretariat. Discussions were held on the surging COVID-19 mortality rate, requirement for increased beds for COVID-19 patients in hospitals and COVID care center, correlation between failure to detect early and surging deaths, etc. The meeting has resolved to take some new measures, including formation of a committee to monitor COVID-19 related deaths, to provide antiviral drugs to COVID-19 patients with comorbid conditions, distribution of oximeters to all local COVID committees to check oxygen level of symptomatic persons, etc. It was also resolved that basic COVID-19 treatment would be covered under Chief Minister Gi Hakshel Gitengbang CMHT scheme. Advisor to Chief Minister Health Dr. Sapam Ranjan, Chief Secretary Dr. Rajesh Kumar, Principal Secretary Health and Family Welfare V. Vumlun Mang, Director Health Services Dr. K. Rajo, Regional Director of Health and Family Welfare Government of India Dr. Ashananda, RIMS Director Professor A. Shanta, Jennings Director Professor T. H. Bhimo, physicians and government officials attended the meeting. Police personnel along with members of Litan Sarekhong student unit carried out Jan Andolan COVID-19 awareness rally today. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
Panthoibi Group presents Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, has completed its 15 years of service, having 13 branches including Guwahati. Provides subsidized home loan under PMAYCLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Panthoibi Microfinance deals in microfinance. Panthoibi Nidhi Limited provides loans against fixed deposit and properties. Panthoibi Construction booking is going on for flats, villas, row house. For more details, kindly contact Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its subsidiary group of companies.
After the break, you're watching Primetime English Bulletin. India's COVID-19 tally has crossed 83.13 lakhs with 46,253 new cases reported in the last 24 hours, while the number of people who have recovered from the disease are 76 lakhs 56,478, pushing the country's recovery rates to above 92%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, that toll has reached 1,23,611 and active COVID-19 cases have come down to 5,33,787. Maharashtra is still on top with above 1,17,000 active cases. The country has crossed another milestone in terms of COVID testing. According to Indian Council of Medical Research, nearly 12,10,000 tests were conducted during the last 24 hours. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 4,79,86,000 people. Above 1,2,22,000 people have died and recoveries are above 2,44,32,000. USA is on top with more than 32,18,000 active cases of COVID-19, closely followed by India and Brazil. COVID-19 awareness program was held at Kakching, Nauhalai, Lampak today. People's Task Force for COVID-19, Indian Red Cross Society, Manipur State Branch, Indian Medical Association and Association for Healthcare Providers of India, along with Kakching, Kunai, Chakodhanba, Loop, All Kakching Students Union and Joint Non-Government Voluntary Organization Kakching organized the program. People's Task Force for COVID-19 also carried out awareness drive on COVID-19 at Imphal College today. BJP Mahila Morcha Patsoi Mandal donated food items to 35 COVID-19 affected families of Hainopog in Patsoi Assembly constituency. A team led by President of BJP Mahila Morcha Patsoi Mandal Soebam Ongbi Ibethoi, General Secretary L. Thaurani Sabi, Vice President of Patsoi Mandal H. Nabadip, General Secretary N.G. Gopal, State Councillor I. Rajan, State Sport Cell Convener W. Ibomcha, State Executive Member W. Modhubala, Secretary of the Mandal T.H. Somobala and Executive Member L. Binodini distributed the items. Members of the Mandal also donated 5,000 rupees to Soebam Ibotombi, who is undergoing COVID-19 treatment at RIMS Chest Ward. The monetary help was handed over to his wife. Socialist Students Union of Manipur SSUM has cited unfair conduction of entrance examination for admission into various postgraduate courses of Manipur University for academic session 2020-21. Ex-President of USHAM and social worker Nongthombam Rajendra Elias Boy has urged the state government to reach out the benefits of government's housing schemes to genuine beneficiaries. He said people in Kundrakpam and other constituencies are still deprived of such welfare schemes. He urged the government to look into the matter without further delay.
Tasiang lairaga normal sujan nomjaraga sajaba mission sanga leitaba sina sigumagi yaudabagi mami ama su hek ui adagi jaga khrada aina sum thengnabada sigumba semu paisa se yaure en khalaga su maonda rupa 5,000 ampi ragadi chenbi ri missing duna leader sing duna tawra sigumba se happy daba paisa bauda kapi daba sigumba pot mayama lai masi taliba sigi concern minister ꯑꯗꯨ ꯗꯤꯁꯤꯅ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯀꯨꯞꯅ ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤꯜꯍꯟꯅꯤꯡꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯄꯥꯝꯕ ꯑꯃꯈꯛ ꯂꯩ ꯃꯔꯝꯗꯤ ꯁꯤꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯄ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯂꯩꯉꯥꯛꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯏꯖꯠ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯁꯣꯛꯄ ꯑꯃꯈꯛ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯤꯗꯔꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯅ ꯈꯔ ꯄꯨꯛꯆꯦꯜ ꯁꯦꯡꯅ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯖꯒꯅꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯂꯩꯉꯥꯛꯁꯤꯅ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯕꯁꯤ ꯀꯅꯥꯅꯣ ꯇꯁꯦꯡꯅ ꯗꯤꯁꯤꯅ ꯐꯤꯜꯁꯤꯗ ꯀꯨꯝꯃ ꯀꯥꯟꯗꯀꯣ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯐꯤꯁꯥꯔꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯆꯨꯝꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯂꯥꯟꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯑꯗꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯙꯥꯟ MLAꯅ ꯃꯦꯝꯕꯔꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯆꯨꯝꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯂꯥꯟꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯚꯦꯔꯤꯐꯥꯏ ꯑꯃ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕꯁꯤ ꯎꯔꯣꯏꯗ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯇꯦꯕꯜꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯁꯤ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯦ ꯊꯣꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯂꯩꯉꯥꯛꯁꯤꯅ ꯐꯤꯜꯒꯤ ꯑꯁꯦꯡꯕ ꯔꯤꯄꯣꯔꯠꯇꯣ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯇꯧꯍꯟꯖꯕꯁꯦ ꯄꯥꯝꯖꯩ
Members of Junior Chamber International JCI Imphal Iconics under the initiative of City Police distributed clothes to the deprived families in Thangal Bazaar, Gurudwara as Diwali gifts. BOD members of JCI Imphal Iconics including President JC Tanisha Jain and Secretary JC Nidhi Jain distributed the clothes to around 150 people. People for Animals Manipur brought a weak female Amur falcon to Imphal from Puching village, Tamenglong, for treatment. PFA volunteers found the bird in their farmhouse, unable to fly, and brought it to the state veterinary hospital in Sanjintong after first aid. Treatment of the Amur falcon is underway at PFA Animal Shelter in consultation with the veterinary doctors. PFA also carried out an appreciation rally for the forest staff of Tamenglong Forest Division and local volunteers as two radio-tagged Amur falcons named Irang and Chunlon came back to Puching village. Khangambuk MLA Surja Kumar donated torchlights and headlamps for the volunteers. Police has arrested Republic TV editor-in-chief Arnab Goswami for allegedly abetting suicide of a 53-year-old interior designer. A police official said a team of Alibag police picked up Goswami from his residence. Officials said in 2018, a 53-year-old architect Anve Nayak and his mother committed suicide over alleged non-payment of dues by Goswami's Republic TV. With the Alibag court set to hear the custody hearing of Arnab Goswami, the police have sought a 14-day remand. The hearing is underway currently and a judgment will be pronounced shortly. The police had arrested Arnab earlier on Wednesday morning, dragging him out of his residence without even allowing him to put on his shoes. Moreover, the Bombay High Court is set to hear the illegal arrest plea by Arnab Goswami at 3 p.m. on Thursday. In May this year, State Home Minister Anil Deshmukh had announced that a re-investigation has been ordered on a fresh complaint by Anya Nayak, daughter of the architect Anve Nayak. Anil Deshmukh said Anya alleged that the Alibag police had not investigated the case, which she claimed drove her father and grandmother to suicide in May 2018. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has termed the arrest of television journalist Arnab Goswami as an attack on the freedom of press. In a tweet, the minister said those who really believe in freedom of press must speak up. In a Twitter post, Home Minister Amit Shah has alleged that Congress and its allies have shamed democracy once again. He said, quote-unquote, blatant misuse of state power against Republic TV and Arnab Goswami is an attack on individual freedom and the fourth pillar of democracy. Chief Minister N. Biren has also condemned the arrest of Arnab Goswami as attack on press freedom. Editors Guild of India has issued a statement condemning the sudden arrest of Goswami and has demanded Maharashtra Chief Minister to ensure that Arnab Goswami is treated fairly and that state power is not used against critical reporting of media. Thawai Likon Thauthok Thauram Wa Lisinkon urged the authorities concerned to open a proper office for Wari Liba narrative art in Manipur Cultural University Department. Now, Some international news. US President Donald Trump seeking re-election and Democratic candidate Joe Biden have made early wins in several states as polls close across the United States. Biden, 77, has been a senator for several decades and was a vice president during the Obama administration. All eyes are now on the key battleground states Michigan, Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, where results of which are crucial for both contenders for deciding who will be in the Oval Office for a 4-year term beginning January 20, 2021. Out of the required 270 electoral votes to win the election to become the 46th president of USA, Joe Biden has secured 238 electoral votes and Trump has secured 213 votes so far. Now the sports news. In the second round of men's singles of the 47th Paris Masters tennis tournament played at the indoors hard court of Acre Hotels Arena, France, Slovakia's N. Gombos has defeated Belgium's David Goffin 6-4, 7-6, 8-6. Spain's Carreno Busta has defeated German's L. Struff 7-6, 7-3, 6-2. Hugo Humbert of France has defeated S. Tsitsipas of Greece 7-6, 7-4, 6-7, 6-8, 7-6, 7-3. And USA's Marcos Giron has defeated Italy's M. Berrettini 7-6, 7-3, 6-7, 0-7 and 7-5 to enter the third round. 48 players are participating in the men's singles of the tournament. Subsequent matches will be played this evening. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Investors appeal to Chief Minister N. Birren to make Smart Society, a subsidiary of Salai Group of Companies, operational once again. People fondly remembers baby Lungnila Elizabeth on her 17th death anniversary. Manipur reports 262 new COVID-19 cases and 3 deaths in last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 187. Recovery rate stands above 80%. India's COVID-19 tally crosses 83 lakhs with over 46,000 new cases reported in last 24 hours. Recovery rate stands above 92%. Police arrest Republic TV editor-in-chief Arnab Goswami for allegedly abetting suicide of a 53-year-old interior designer and his mother in 2018. And 2020 US presidential election counting underway. Joe Biden currently ahead of Donald Trump. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Lagliba Manipur Assembly by-election asibu mapung fahananabagidamag adom su vote hadaba kaubigano. COVID-free election o